Here's an example of oxidative stress. Both of these gentlemen are 69 years old in this picture. They're actually both 72 today. The gentleman on the left owns this company. He's been drinking this water for about 30 years now. The gentleman on the right is his interpreter because he doesn't speak any English. He speaks only Japanese. So when he goes to California, this guy's his interpreter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this water back on the ones that I did with the tap water, and just show you how we can take the rest of the pesticides off of it, because you only want to eat a little of this stuff. So they're all going to be clean after this. Everybody can chow these down. I'm not allowed to take any more tomatoes home. You can just imagine, everybody thinks I'm a farmer. I got so many tomatoes at home. So I try to get everybody to eat them up before I leave. All right, so here's the already cleaned ones. And you can see I got the rest of the insecticides and pesticides off. So highly toxic, highly cancerous chemicals are being sprayed all over your fruits and your vegetables. So we're going to leave this here. Just don't let me forget this bowl. I do that all the time too. And let's keep it in there too. Oh, before I go along, most important thing, why did this work so well? Why did it remove the insecticides and pesticides so well? Because they're oil-based, so that when they water the plants or when it rains, it doesn't wash away. It'd be too expensive. So I asked Sosina to get me some very strong toasted sesame seed oil. And we're going to make believe that the sesame seed oil is a pesticide. Okay, that's what we're going to just make believe that. And what happens when you mix water and oil together? They don't mix, right? The oil will float to the top. Now, I'm going to get this and pour it in my glass first. And I'm going to drink some of it to show you that it doesn't taste very good because it's so strong, but it won't kill you. Now, if you put about 2 ounces of this, I should say if you drink about 2 ounces of this and you have a migraine headache, in 10 minutes or less it's gone. If you should accidentally get a hangover and you drink 2 ounces of this, in 10 minutes or less it's gone. So look what it does to our oil. Totally emulsifies oil. Look at that. I could have got an A in chemistry if I knew this back then. Okay, so what do you use this water for? Besides cleaning your fruits and vegetables, we have it in a nice spray bottle. We spray our countertops, the stove tops. We have granite tops. We'll finger, it always gets greasy. Spray it, it just degreases everything. Okay, so you could use it for that. You could put. This is a 2-liter jug, so imagine half of this is 1 liter. You put that in your wash machine, and my wife still likes to put a tablespoon of detergent in there because she likes that smell, but most people don't even use the detergent, and it'll clean your clothes and take stains out like nothing you've ever seen before. Your carpets, your upholsteries, your clothes that have stains on it, especially if they're oil-based, this will remove it. If they're protein-based like blood, then you use the other one, and everybody can smell this later, which is our 2.5 strong acid water. And I'll tell you more about them as we move along right now. So we remove the pesticides off your fruits and vegetables. Probably, if you think about it, the water you're drinking, which has all kinds of chemicals in it, a lot of which they put in, okay, and the fruits and vegetables that you're eating are probably the 2 most toxic things that you put in your body, and they're the 2 most important things. And all we're saying with this water is we're going to help clean it up. This is Dr. Shinya, MD, PhD, recently retired as the professor of surgery at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine and the chief of the endoscopy department at Beth Israel Medical Center. He has spent 45 years in clinical practice, 6 months in New York, 6 months in Japan, back and forth, back and forth. He has either performed or overseen more than 370,000 colonoscopies. He is one of the co-creators of the colonoscopy, along with, don't hold me to this name, I think it's Dr. Miller, who's from Virginia, who recently died, and in his obituary last summer, they mentioned both. He got in the obituary too, even though he's alive. But they said that the two of them created the colonoscopy. He created the polypectomy, where they removed the polyps. Okay? So if he performed over 370,000 or overseen colonoscopies, I call him the Tushy expert. I mean, this guy's the real deal, right? He's written 3 bestseller books, The Enzyme Factor, The Microbe Factor, and The Rejuvenation Enzyme. He's internationally known. In The Enzyme Factor, on page 159, he said Kangen water is considered the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. His newest book, he dedicated a whole chapter, chapter 18. He says, on the back cover, he wrote, drinking Kangen water supports your health and energy. If you went to him for cancer, he would not treat you unless you drank Kangen water. He didn't sell the machine. He said, go to the company, buy a machine, okay? And here was his recipe for health. He doesn't want you to drink and eat at the same time, anything, because he doesn't want to wash away the hydrochloric acid and the digestive enzyme. He said, 1 hour before you eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I want you to drink a liter of water. Remember, half of this is a liter of this water, not this water, this water. Drink a liter of water an hour before your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A half hour before, eat a small cup of fruit. And with your meals, have a diet richer in vegetables. Okay? Have some protein, organic when possible, but mostly fruits and vegetables, Kangen water. He doesn't believe in dairy, so remove or reduce the dairy in your life, okay? And just doing that alone will make you healthier. Now, how healthy? Look at these pictures. This is the colon of a 45-year-old female with breast cancer and chronic constipation. That's 2 days after prep. All the fecal matter stuck to the linings of her colon because she's not being well hydrated. 90 days later, following his program. 90 days later. This is the colon of a 65-year-old female cigarette smoker with breast cancer. That's her colon, not her lungs. 90 days later. Now, it's hard to see it on this screen. On my screen, it's much clearer. If anybody wanted to see it, but pretty impressive, okay? Now,